You're watching KGUN-9 on your side. News at 5.
The monsoon brings out more than the rain. It brings out the bugs. You've probably seen them by now. KGUN-9 on your side's Craig Smith has more, talking a little bit about all of the creatures that are communing with nature.
Well, you know, out here along this wash, you can see some of the power of the monsoon. You can see the mud, you can see the debris piled up. In fact, this place really needs to be cleaned out pretty soon or the flooding will be worse here. But you know, when the monsoons roll in, the eek factor really goes up because the bugs come out in force. They're not really after you. They are just out because they really like this wet weather. When the rains arrive, bugs do too. U of A bug specialist Carl Olson says they are flying around after months of hiding from the dryness.
When we start getting higher humidity, then it makes their receivers work better and they communicate. So
What's their goal when they're communicating?
Sex. You know, let's be honest about it. Right now you get a lot of activities because it's time to mate.
You may think this big boy is a giant roach. It's not. It's a Palo Verde beetle.
It's harmless, although you look at it and say, wow, but look at those jaws. If you pick it up wrong, or you stick your finger in its mouth, it'll bite. But beyond that, it's just walking around doing nothing. But people get all freaked out by them.
Real roaches do show up when rain drives them out of their cozy sewers. Carl Olson says it's a myth that they enter your house through the drain. They probably use cracks or loose weather strippings.
They walk through some place that allows them access into your home.
So why might you see them in the sink?
Because they go there for moisture. They can climb up and then they'll go down into the sink because it's got some high humidity and moisture, but then they can't climb out because the porcelain doesn't allow them places to grip with their little claws.
The roach in the sink. We'll give you a moment for that image to sink in. Well, that's enough. Now, if you're planning on a weekend bug control project as a result of all this, Carl Olson really doesn't favor blasting your house and your yard with a whole lot of poison. What he really thinks you should do is go around your house, close up all those cracks with caulking and whatever. Make sure you have good weather stripping in and around your doors so those those roaches and other bugs simply can't find an easy way into your house.
Craig, Guy and I, for one, would just like to thank you for the moment and the image there. Guy's making little faces over here. Curious, though, why did Olson say that the roaches don't come up through the drains?
Well, what he says is the normal state of your drain is, you know, you got that sort of U-shaped pipe underneath. There is normally water trapped in the pipe, and it's there so the smell from the sewer won't make it back up into your sink and into your bathroom. As long as that water is there, the roaches aren't really going to cross through. If that water goes dry because you've been away on vacation for a while, or that's just a sink you don't use very often, then they might be able to come up that way.
All right, Craig, thank you.